Okay, so today marks 20th anniversary of the Bali attack, and I've got some videos here. One from 60 Minutes, which is quite interesting because I think I might be in that one. They've got some footage of the Sari Club back in 2002, so we'll play that in a minute. I've got one of where I used to stay in Bali. It was right near where the attack happened in the Sari Club. Got one down the beach and also one in Paris, just to give you an idea of the time that I did my round the world trip. And I'll just show you quickly. So back then, I had this little thing here. I called it my chick magnet because everyone loved being filmed by it. And this was like Sony's new Digital 8 Handycam, and before they had this, they used to have really bulky things you put on your shoulders, and this thing came with like really small at the time tapes, and instead of the big VHS tapes and that sort of thing you used to have with your camcorders. So I'll show you some footage that I had. This is in Bali. Young Royce Rider 20 years ago. We'll set the scene of Bali, how it used to be 20 years ago. This was back in June 2002. I worked out that I was there in June because the World Cup, my next stop was from Bali. I went to Paris. Well, I think I went to Singapore first and then Paris. And the World Cup was on, and Turkey had won a match. I think this got to be when they got third place. It wasn't a huge amount of coverage because I was staying in I think it was a youth hostel at the time, so we didn't have TVs and that, so I didn't know what was going on. But I'll just play this for a second. Here we go. You see here. Where are we? Here we go. So this is the Arc de Triomphe, and the Turkish people are going nuts. I reckon this is when they got third place. This is in Korea, Japan, World Cup. They're going absolutely nuts. So that gives you an idea of the timing of it, and it was an innocent time back then. I'll play the clip of in Bali here. I am being recorded. I don't usually like being recorded. I don't usually like being behind the camera, but met a couple of French girls, and they just wanted to record me. I did a bit of footage of them. I won't show that because I haven't got permission from them. I respect their privacy. But since I'm the subject of recording, I don't mind playing this one. So here we go.
Hello from Bali.
Where do you come from?
Australia.
Australia. Oh, how old are you?
What is this?
Oh, how old are you?
She's got a very, very broad French accent, that's for sure. How old am I, she's saying?
31.
31.
What?
31.
31.
31.
You are Mayan?
No, I'm not married.
Yeah.
I thought you said, are you a Mayan?
Kid?
No, no kids.
It's like basement.
Single man.
Did you, man? Do you have sex?
Not all the time.
All the time. What time hours?
I think 3 o'clock sex, so I'm overdue. We need to have now.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
You like a long sex?
Yeah, long sex.
No, a long.
Alone.
With a dog, with a woman, alone. With where? Woman. Woman, French, Italian, French. My friendly?
No,
So she was going, my friend, and I go, no, you. So I was like, how embarrassing. That's so funny, though.
What do you...
Okay, that's enough.
That's definitely enough. So yeah, it was fun times. This was probably 3-4 months before the attack, and let's show you. This is quite interesting. So you got the little cellars here, but right here, hopefully you can see my cursor. They used to have the bungee jumping there. It used to stick out like a sore thumb. You'd look down the beach. AJ Hackett used to have a bungee jump right there. So that's pretty cool. This is quite interesting too. The little shade area they've got there. So forgot about those. Yeah, it's sort of homemade. Looks like the local Balinese have made them there. Oh no, that's actually an umbrella. Yeah. All right. So yeah, next clip. Well, I'll show you the actual one of the pictures of the actual site. I'll bring this over in the frame. Make it a bit bigger. So this is an aerial shot of the actual site, and I'll explain why I've got this up. So this is, hopefully you can see my cursor there. This is Sari Club, right there. That was like ground zero. Paddy's over here, across the road. And I used to stay, so this was the white building, used to be Dunkin' Donuts down here. And this was my hotel, so that's how close I was. 4 months beforehand, before this big blast, I was right there, and I can pinpoint my room was right here, where the, let's see if I move this down a bit. Yeah, so you can see the pool right here. I used to be right outside the pool. The pool was right outside my door, but I was just in front of it, so right here was so. I went back a year later, and it was totally devastated, like right through there, through the reception area. So who knows what would have happened to me, But yeah, you can see the buildings next to it were all totally devastated here, the roofs and everything. So I don't know how much damage my room would have got if I'd stayed there exactly at the time that night. I could have been out. I could have been out in the Surrey Club too that night. So yeah, it's just fate, fortune that I wasn't there that night. I was there 4 months beforehand. So I'll play the clip of the receptionist. I'm praying that she survived, because she would have been right at the front of the hotel. Hopefully she survived. I know one of the guys, one of the bodyguards, the bouncers from the Sari Club. He didn't survive, because I asked when I went back to Bali, years afterwards, when I sort of talked to people, and because everyone knew this guy, because he was quite tall, and he was half Dutch, half Balinese, because there's a bit of Dutch heritage, bit of history of the Dutch in Bali, the traders and that sort of thing, and yeah, he didn't survive. So I used to talk to him all the time, because he just sort of stuck out. He was tall. Most Balinese are like 5'5" sort of thing, and this guy's like 6 foot, 6'1" maybe, and so he definitely didn't survive. But hopefully this girl did. I'll just play this clip. The receptionist here. Speak in Indonesian to me.
Speak in Indonesian?
Yeah.
Selamat tinggal.
Selamat tinggal. That's g'day. It's like g'day in Australian. So yeah, so the last clip I want to show you. So just sort of give you an idea of what Bali was like back then. It was pretty carefree, and everyone used to have a great time. Nothing like this ever happened previously, and there's always been like Muslims there, because the Javanese would come over and set up stalls. A lot of the stall holders were Javanese Muslims and that sort of thing. So never used to have any trouble before. And then this happened in 2002. So I'll play this clip. This is on 60 Minutes, and see if you can spot me. I'm 95% sure this is me that's in the clip. See if you can spot me, and I'll point it out. Here we go.
Of course, at the time, Therese had no idea how close she was to danger, how close to death. Just moments later, the suicide bomber blew up the nightclub crowded with young Australians.
So can you spot me? It would be a lot easier if it was the front of me, but I suspect this is me right here. A few things that I've noticed, like right here where my hair is here. That's my hairline, definitely. Also, from my cycling, I developed like a fairly thick back, so that looks like the back of me, and my height, I'm about 6'2", 6'3", and I tend to slump as well. So I don't know. You can compare that to this clip of me here. I'm 95% sure that's me. It's like freaked me out because when you sort of spot yourself on TV, and it's like, hang on, that's me. And it would make sense because I used to travel on my own, so I'm not with anyone, and that's my gait too. This is the way I walk through.
Bomber blew up the nightclub, crowded.
Yeah, man, I don't know, that's me. And I used to buy those tops. I used to call them muscle tops because they're better than singlets because they cover your shoulders a bit more, so you don't get burnt as much, and they're a bit more comfy than t-shirts. That's you got to remember, as in the tropics, you're just always feeling hot, So, hey guys, what do you think? Let's go frame by frame. Let's see if no, that's me. But anyway, we'll see. I'll ask my family, see if they think it's me too. But anyway, guys, yeah, sad day. Sad day. Day of reflection of 20 years ago to this day that this incident happened, and Bali's never been the same again. That's for sure. It's lost its innocence, I'd say. From those clips, you can tell how carefree the place was. And then after this, definitely changed. And then they had another incident in 2005, and I actually was there a couple of weeks after that too. I'd already booked my trip, and everyone's going, don't go. And I was going, no, it's going to be totally fine. Now, there was two incidents, one in Kuta Square near the Matahari. I can't recall the name of the restaurant. And also there was one at Jimbaran Bay, which is a big tourist spot where they have seafood down the beach, restaurants and so forth. So yeah, people don't sort of forget about that incident, but there was two more that happened after this one as well. So, but this was like full on major. Just the crater in the road was what I remember most about the place. But all right, guys, time for reflection. There's going to be a lot of coverage in Australia. I thought I'd just do a quick video, just on my thoughts about the way Bali was, and also just to leave the comment section open for people that want to talk about it or been there around the time that I was as well. If you're there when it happened, that sort of thing, if you want to talk about it, leave your comments in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.